I mean, in the U.S., you talk bad about Bush's daughters, you get mailed anthrax. So, it's the same thing everywhere. It's like messing with, Hitler's cousin or something. You're going to end up in big trouble. That's how this works. I mean, it's like all these boss hog cops whose kids can do whatever they want in small towns. And then, they can go up, beat you up if they want, and then you end up finally fighting back the boss hog's kid, and then boss hog has you killed. That's how it works in Texas, in Arkansas, and everywhere else, in Louisiana, Mississippi. So it's the same everywhere. It's just tyranny. It's just government. It's just thieves in government. Kentucky hate crime report mentions Constitution Party. And again, we have Missouri TV, Kentucky TV. Let's go ahead and play that clip right now, just a few minutes of it, off Missouri TV. And notice how they make us apologize, Constitution Party people. And I supported the Constitution Party after Ron Paul dropped out because he was losing, after he lost the nomination. Chuck Baldwin, audit the Federal Reserve, get us out of the UN, no taxation without representation, property rights, founding father type stuff. And they say in there you're a terrorist, and they got the ADL on tape saying, yeah, these are dangerous people. And then the Constitution Party going, we're not bad. Why aren't we blaming a government that starts demonizing groups and starts saying we're going to ban your guns without an arrest or a warrant, or without telling you why you can't own guns? Or if you've got bad credit, you'll be on a no-fly, no-buy list. And I mean, this is total tyranny. Why isn't it about how the ADL's been caught breaking into the apartments of anti-apartheid protesters, because they work with the South Africans and race-specific bioweapons, and spying on the American people illegally and being a Mossad front? Or why don't they talk about, stuff like that? No, it's all about persecuting the American people and demonizing us, saying no to the Federal Reserve takeover. Here it is. And then we're going to get into something else. Then we're going to get into...
Is Wednesday, and that means tax protesters. An anti-tax demonstration is scheduled for downtown's Keener Plaza April 15th. But charges are flying that one of the organizing groups is an extremist anti-government group.
Let's stop right there. How about I say you're an extreme anti-American lady, up there chilling effect, demonizing. Oh, there's a protest, and she acts real stern, like, ooh, a protest. Ooh, is that legal? And then the Army's being trained that it is illegal. And then, ooh, we're going to see about this. The Constitution Party, fast growing, founded by a Jew, Aaron Russo. Maybe he's anti-Semitic. Oh, that's the mindset here. This is so they have the little info babe up there, charges. And of course, this is did you guys find the old clip in Missouri where they say it's illegal to criticize Obama? Did you guys find that clip earlier when I wanted it? John, you have that in the computer in Minnesota, don't you? Yeah, where they say saying Obama's bad is illegal and will arrest you. It's something like criticizing Obama illegal. Kurt Nimmo wrote a story about it. Whatever. The point is it's on record. Go ahead and play the rest of it.
But charges are flying that one of the organizing groups is an extremist anti-government group. New on the Edge, Charles Jaco says...
Hit pause again. Again, you're not allowed to criticize the government. That's criminal. Charges are flying. How about we're against foreign banks hijacking and ruling the nation, as is being admitted now? I mean, think about how outrageous it is that I've got all these news articles where they're saying restrict free speech, ban anybody criticizing the government, bills introduced to where the federal government will decide whether you can have a website or whether you can say something or not. No judge, no jury. Federal Reserve announcing they're taking everything over. And you say, hey, I want a Bill of Rights and Constitution. Oh, you're anti-government. And then like the people are on the defensive of well, we're allowed to, say what we want. I mean, it's just sick. It's so anti-American. Back to it.
Well, Sandy, the group is the Constitution Party, and they've run candidates for, among other offices, mayor of St. Louis, congressional seats, and several statewide Missouri offices. But the Anti-Defamation League, the Southern Poverty Law Center, and at one point, the Missouri Highway Patrol all labeled the Constitution Party an anti-government extremist organization. That upset members not only of the party, but at least one high-profile Missouri politician as well. In late February, protesters upset with the stimulus and bailout plans dumped tea into the Mississippi River. That protest, like the planned anti-tax demo on
so
Wednesday,
scary. They're so dangerous.
sponsored by the Constitution
Hit pause.
Party.
I don't believe.
Hit pause. Oh, how dare them do what Founding Fathers did. Founding Fathers went and commandeered ships and threw millions of dollars of tea in and beat people over the head with clubs. See, they're bad terrorists, but see, the citizens dumping a little tea in the river. Oh, my God, they're so scary, these families out there who want lower taxes. It's scary. Oh, we got to ban them. Play the rest of this un-American crud.
It was partly sponsored by the Constitution Party.
I don't believe that the government needs to try to spend more money than they have in order to save the people. I think the people are what make this country great.
But the Southern Poverty Law Center and the Anti-Defamation League have their own opinions about the Constitution Party.
I think we'd consider it a fringe right-wing.
Look at that lady, this anti-American commissariat. ADL's calling for restricting web free speech and Violent Radicalization Act, listing 9/11 truth groups as terrorists, and now magically they have a shooting to somewhat prove it. Oh, right on time. I mean, look at this commissar. Why don't you teleport back to 1925 Soviet Russia under Lenin, lady? Why don't you get out of our country? It's our First Amendment. Stop spying on the American people. Go back to her. Look at her.
About the Constitution Party.
I think we'd consider it a fringe right-wing political party that we consider to have extremist roots. When we talk about the New World Order,
Hit pause. Hey, lady, it's over. Your master's already announced world government. It's all admitted. All these years you said it didn't exist. Jig's up. Everybody learned you're a big fat liar. You're not getting our guns. You're not getting our property. You're not going to commissar us. I know you got the instincts to do it. I know you think that you're going to feast on American flesh. It ain't happening, witch.